Breaking news. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, according to Aloysius Ejimako, we will take strong action over failure of the so-called Supreme Court of the Zoo to release the certified true copy of their judgment on the 15th day of December in the year of 2023. Today we are still talking about the CTC, certified true copy. You know, and I know the reason why already. I have already said it on my previous broadcast. The judges that delivered the case that day, it is 2 against 3. 2 against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and 3 in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In other words, the judgment is never unanimous. So that means they are having confusions now. And the reason why this thing has been delayed because the other 3 Supreme Court judges said they are never support of that judgment. In other words, they can never certify that judgment. They can never put their signature. What does that signify? It lets you know that the people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is really fighting tooth and nail to make sure that it's either they buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention or they send him to jail with all these delay tactics. So that everybody's mind and everybody's mind and thinking will be out from that very particular area. Then they will use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to do whatever they like. After so many times trying to buy him through poison, through through inserting gadgets on the AC inside his room or inside his cell to keep on bringing the young man's strength down. But I think in all of this, they have tried and failed. Anyway, my people, if I say here we go test out this news because I don't want to talk too much because I don't talk too much already. So let us go straight to the reason why we are here. But other headlines you need to expect here. Kidnappers kill Ario's daughter despite raising over 7 million naira as ransom. But that 7 million naira now have been doubled times 10. That is 7 times 10, which is 700. It is now 700 million naira for the remaining people in the kidnappers' den. In another development, panic don't hit Abuja as bandits dressed in military uniform invade Abuja neighboring community. They are not bandits, they are terrorists, and also they are also working with the Nigerian army because that is how they get all this camouflage going forward. Anyway, my wonderful people, let us not talk too much. Let us hit the nail on the head and let us hit the ground running. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. No time to take time. Aloysius Ejimako, the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, INT'L, has said that he will take action. In fact, as a matter of fact, he said he's going to sue the so-called Supreme Court to another court, which is the ICPC. ICC, International Criminal Court. For refusal of the Supreme Court to release the certified true copies of the judgment to proceed with the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the so-called High Court in Abuja. The lawyer stated this on Thursday via his X account shortly after his visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the headquarters of the Department of State Service, DSS, all in Abuja. Ejimako said that the issue was discussed with the IPOB leader in the company of his brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu. He wrote, I have exited today's meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the company of Prince Emmanuel Kanu and Barrister MNK. The theme of our discussion centered on the persistent failure of the Supreme Court to certify its judgment and transmit the case file to the High Court. We shall take strong actions against them. In fact, we are taking the matter to International Criminal Court, according to Ejimako. On Wednesday, Ejimako had complained about the delay of the CTC in a statement released, saying the failure to release the CTC is a flagrant violation of the Constitution that entitles Nnamdi Kanu to be issued copies of the judgment within 7 days of the delivery of the said judgment on the 15th of December 2023. It is a fundamental right and thus enforceable. Kidnappers kill his daughter despite raising 7 million naira as ransom. That Ariyo cries out. Oladosu Ariyo, the lawyer father of a slain 13-year-old teenager, Folashade, who was killed by kidnappers on Monday, has confirmed the death of his daughter. Ukute News reported how kidnappers had killed 3 of the 11 residents of the Shagwari estate layout in the Dusan Alhaji area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The kidnappers had dumped the remains of the victims around a former military checkpoint behind Ida Junction on the Gwari Jere SCC Road in Kagako local government area of Kaduna State. Among the corpses so far identified were a secondary school student, Florencio Ariyo, identified as the daughter of the Chief Legal Officer of the National Universities Commission, NUC, and a 500-level student of Ahmadu Bello University, ABU Zaria, Nabeha Al-Kadriya. While Ariyo was abducted along with her mother and 3 siblings, 2 Sundays ago, Nabeha was seized with her father and 5 of her female siblings on January 9. An ex-user at KC Suzuka in a post on Monday evening quoted Ariyo as appealing to his colleagues in a lawyer's WhatsApp group and lamenting the failure of the government to end the insecurity in the country. According to Ariyo, was quoted as saying his 13-year-old daughter was killed despite having raised 7 million naira earlier demanded of the earlier demanded 60 million, which the kidnappers refused to collect. He was said to have narrated how the kidnapper threatened to kill his wife and his 3 remaining children who were minors and were still in captivity. The distraught father therefore called on the Nigerian Bar Association to intervene in the rescue of the rest of his family. The post reads in part, "Dear seniors and colleagues, most respectfully, I am Oladosu Florencio Ariyo, a lawyer working in Abuja on Sunday evening, the 7th of January 2024, around 7:30 p.m. A band of kidnappers dressed in full military camouflage invaded my home, located at the Sagwari Layout Estate in Duse, Abuja. They kidnapped my wife, who is also a lawyer, and our 4 children. The kidnappers called and demanded a 60 million naira ransom, out of which, through general donations from friends and family, I was able to raise 7 million naira, which they have refused to collect. As of today, they have killed my firstborn, Mitchell Ariyo, 13, and dumped her corpse on Kaduna Road, while threatening to kill my 3 remaining children, all minors, and wife, who are still in the captivity. Please, sir, I urgently need the intervention of the Nigerian Bar Association. When will these kidnappings end? When will the government pretend to be serious about this insecurity in our country? God, please help us." That is the cry of every poor Nigerians out there. All these things have been happening. Nothing has been done or whatsoever about it, simply because the power that be, none of their family members, even their 4th and 5th generations, yet unborn, have already been secured a very comfortable home abroad. And look at it, a lawyer for that matter. The rights of the citizens to freedom have been tampered with. Panic as bandits in a military uniform invade Abuja neighboring community. They are always on a military camo. Residents of Garam, a border community between Niger State and the Fulani-controlled capital territory, Abuja, were gripped with fear on Wednesday as bandits invade the village in broad daylight. Reports obtained by Niger News revealed that the assailants rode into the village on motorcycles, wielding guns, inquiring about the direction to Jere, a community in Kaduna State. Daily Trust quoted an eyewitness to have said that the bandits, armed with AK-47 rifles, swords, and arrows, were dressed in military camouflage or combat trousers. In broad daylight on Monday afternoon, over 100 bandits arrived in Garam on motorcycles. There were more than 40 bikes with 3 bandits on each one. They openly brandished AK-47 rifles and carried arrows and swords. Fearing the unknown, most people fled for their lives, the witness reportedly said. Another witness confirmed the chaotic scene to journalists, noting that the development caused residents to scatter in panic upon the arrival of the bandits on their motorcycles. I saw people running when the bandits arrived. I also peeped where I was hiding, and I saw some of them using scarves to cover their faces, while some used masks. Some of them wore combat trousers, he said. It was alleged that the bandits invaded the community the following day, raiding houses to kidnap people. A witness said the bandits started attacking around 10:30 p.m. They started burgling shops, especially the shops where some boys were sleeping. They later entered the house close to ours, forced the gate open, broke the windows and removed the burglary, but none of the occupants slept at home. Since the last attack on January 2, most people have stopped sleeping at home. They come in the morning and leave at night, but after 2 weeks of relative peace, some people decided to return, and the same day, the bandits struck. Another resident whose house was attacked said they were just saved by the grace of God. They attempted to break into our compound around 12:30 a.m. We didn't even know what to do. While they continued hitting the padlock we used to lock the gate, we were motionless and okayed dead. We just kept praying silently because there was no one to help. The soldiers were nowhere to be found. When they were most needed, they later left our gates before going to the Hausa settlement, where they kidnapped scores of people. One Nupe woman, whose husband is a driver, was kidnapped alongside her 2 children. But because the woman had a chronic ulcer and she had been sick for some time now, she was later abandoned. They tied the woman and the 2 children to the tree. It was herders that saw them in the bush that set them free, and also alerted the soldiers who brought them back, the media platform quoted the witness saying. My people, and I don't hear them, they are fighting war, not we. They are fighting war in Nigeria, but the government refused to acknowledge it. Anyway, because they have flown their families abroad, and they have security up to their neck, so why can't they be silent? I pity and I weep for the poor in that so-called contraption of a country called Nigeria. Well, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, Ndi Yaman Adema, I hear me, I go take back break you, and I go hear my voice again when I come back. My name is Siriman Amandia Neze. I keep reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Have a nice day. May the good Lord continue to bless us all. Make sure you share this message. You like it, you comment on it, and you keep subscribing to this channel, because more of these videos will be coming your way on daily basis. I'll be right back, my people. Kemesiano.